You won't believe this, but the Honda Civic is dead. It just clicks. That's right, we were away for 2 weeks. I unhooked the negative battery cable as I always do. When I came back, I put it back on. I fully charged the battery overnight just for good measure. But now, when I try to start it, nothing. I checked the battery and it still looks good. So, I am suspecting the starter has to come out. I'm going to hit the starter button and see if the voltage drops. If it drops, it could be a loose cable, but if it doesn't drop, it means the starter is not even trying to engage and drawing a current. So let's see. Okay, so when I hit the starter button, it drops from about 12.6 volts to 12 volts, and it should really drop to around 10.5 volts if there is current being drawn, a big current being drawn from the starter. So this means it's either worn brushes or the solenoid contacts. So it's drawing small current, but not the big current that you would expect if the starter was engaging. So we're going to lift up the car and see if we can get to that starter. Oh, that jack just makes life so much easier. I've got it on jack stands now, and it's not moving. So it just gives us a whole lot of space to work under here. And I think, if I am correct, the starter lives somewhere up there above this drive shaft, which is a pity. After securing the car on stands, the next most important thing is to remove the negative terminal from the battery, because we're going to work on those cables that come directly from the positive and the battery negative. So next, let's remove the wheel. Ooh, it's not as if. What? I still don't see the starter in the same spot where they show it on YouTube. It's always different. Maybe it's on the other side. I found it. I'm lying on my back and I can see it's right there. So there's the left-hand side drive shaft. Here's the gearbox. And the starter is right there. Wow. This feels dodgy to lie under the car like this. Okay, so all the YouTube videos go from below, but all of them have lifts. So I don't want to lie under there and fight the starter, and then the connections are on top of the starter. So I've asked GPT, who says it's better to go from the top, but you know GPT, half the time it just guesses. So I'm going to remove the airbox and see if I can even see the starter from the top. That was easy enough. It's not the cleanest in the world, but we are going to service this in a future video. I've already got the parts. It's not the worst, but it needs changing anyways. There's a bolt. There's a bolt. Maybe it's only those two. That was a bit tricky. It's a 6mm, but I think this whole intake tube business needs to come out. So let's see. With a whole lot of fighting, I got it this far. It's a bit tricky because you need to get it off that dowel there and then twist it without damaging this intake boot. So now I'll just need 2 hands to get it out. Now the big question is, can we get the starter from this angle, and where does it live? It's somewhere back there. Still don't see it. That's disappointing, and that's why you don't trust GPT, because it said it's easier from the top. I kind of found it, and it's somewhere back in there. It's hard to even show you. I'll try. It's behind that socket there. Flip, this is going to be difficult. Oh, why, Franny? That bracket has to come off, and then the starter is behind it, that grey thing with that green plastic thing on it. Whew. But I have to work through all of this. Something else that's always a mission, just like getting under a car like this, is insuring a car. And in the past, I used to phone my previous insurer, and you spend 40 minutes going through all the details on the phone. But with the Naked app, it's just a few clicks and you get an instant quote, and it's always been cheaper than any other insurer that I've used before. Okay, so I got the 3 bolts of that bracket out. But it's still attached to a wiring loom thing. So next I'm gonna, an example on this Fortuner. When I bought this at WeBuyCars, my previous insurer quoted me 1,700 Rand per month, and I had to fit 2 trackers. At Naked, I'm paying 380. I've got both my Suzukis, the Honda and the Fortuner, are Naked, and it's just so easy to work with them. See if I can get the starter bolts out, because then the electrical plugs are on top of the starter. If you want to get a free quote, which I'm almost certain will be cheaper than your current insurance, go check out the Naked link in the description below. Back to the starter. What I just realized, the bottom starter bolt is loose. It's just finger tight. I can actually remove it with my finger, but I can't even find the other one. It's impossible. So I'm suspecting that one's loose as well. And that's why the starter's not engaging properly. This thing holds the starter to the gearbox, and I just took it out with my hands. No spinner. So that's a problem. And if I can just get eyes on that second bolt, the top one, because I don't even know where it is. I can't feel it at all. That's always the fun. You start a job and then you get into something like this. And I think I'm going to pack it in for now. I'm going to go for lunch and then see when we come back if I can figure out how to get hold of that second bolt, the top one. I think it's a long one. Fun and games. So it's 2 days later. I haven't pulled the starter yet. I gave up and I was busy yesterday. Then when I was lying in bed 2 nights ago, I thought to myself, I never checked with a jumper lead from the negative terminal of the battery to the engine to see whether it's a grounding issue. And that was the issue with this Jimny in a previous video, where I took 4 days to figure out that it was just a dirty negative terminal after leaving it disconnected for 2 weeks, which is it's exactly what happened this time. We went away and came back, and now it won't start. So I'm going to put back this bolt, the bottom starter bolt. That's the only one I could even get my finger on. It was only finger tight, so that's already a bit of an issue, but I'm going to put it back and then put the jumper leads on and see if it starts. If it starts, we know It's just a grounding issue. So let's get this bolt back in. Now, before we dive under there, I just want to thank each and every one of you. I'm humbled by your support, all the comments, the likes. I never expected it to grow this big. If you haven't subscribed yet, I really appreciate it. It's free. It helps the channel out a lot. And in order to support more projects like this, I've created a Patreon account. It's in the link in the description. Anyways, thanks so much. Just watching and liking and subscribing is already a massive help. Back to this bolt. Okay, hooked up the battery again. So before we do the jumper test, let's just quickly check again to see. Okay, it's not starting yet. So let's hook up the jumper leads, battery negative, and engine. Where can we hook this up? There. Should be fine. Okay, if this works, it's just a grounding issue. I'm not super hopeful. I need to get the starter out. It was worth a try. I made massive progress now, and all I did was get an extension on the ratchet with an elbow at the end, so I'll show you. And obviously a light makes a big difference. I never have a light, but you can see, well, you can't see what it's threaded into, but I believe as I rotate this anti-clockwise, I'm actually loosening the starter bolt. I'm thinking that's what's happening. Wow. And indeed, that is what is happening. Now, I wish I could show you what's happening up there, but I'm fiddling now with a bolt, the starter bolt, and even that is stuck. I got it out and it's going to fall on my face shortly. Here it is. Got it out. Now for the finger tight bottom one. Then the starter is going to fall on my face. Wow. And then there's still the connectors on top of the starter. Okay, so this thing here is the starter, but now the connectors are on top of it, and there's like an elbow thing that needs to come off, and obviously I'm going to break the connector as I pull it off because I can't see anything. I think this needs to come out. I need more hands. Anyways, I'll show you when it's out. Wow, what a fight. I got that green thing off, and I think the trigger wire, I don't know how the hell I'm going to get it back in. Now the issue is to get the starter out of this cavity here, but it's basically loose now, I think. Okay, I got the starter out. We'll have a look at it shortly. Just for my own reference, that green elbow goes on there. There's a big terminal on this 14mm, and then that small little black connector, I think, is obviously the trigger wire. And then there's another connector, future me, if you forget, that goes onto somewhere on the car. Anyways, let's bench test this bad boy. Okay, so I've got the battery positive connected to the positive terminal on the solenoid, negative to body ground, and then this is my trigger, so let's see what happens. Ha! That's the click. So the solenoid is connecting, but the starter is not spinning. I'm thinking brushes inside. I don't know, but it's not spinning. Is very good news because it means the car is likely fine and it's the starter motor that needs rebuild or replacing. I'm gonna see if we open it up, if I can do it myself. Otherwise, I'll take it to an auto electrician. Usually it's $500 and it's good as new. So the big thing is I hope I get it in, and that might not be in this video because, yeah, let's see. I did some more digging and it could also be the contacts in the solenoid. So now I'm going to short from the positive, which has power now, to that contact there, which will bypass the contacts in the solenoid. And if this works, that's the issue, not the brushes. I'm scared. Ha! Okay, motor spins fine, so contacts in the solenoid is what I'm guessing. Yeah, so looks like it's the contacts inside the solenoid and not the starter motor. I can try to open it up and see and make a video on it, but the issue is I am not taking the starter out ever again. So I'm going to drop it off at the auto electrician I've used before, let him go through the whole starter, make sure everything is good, and then in the next video we're going to try to put it back in. I just hope I get it back in because there's stuff that needs to be connected on top of it, and yo, what a mission. Anyways, thank you for watching. I appreciate all the support. See you in the next video.